Put it in it. Yeah. Music and later. Hi. Welcome to another episode of The People's Mic. I am Jimmy Peoples. I know it's awkward. They were like, why are we just sitting here? It's hard when you're doing this. And first, I'll let you introduce yourself. Then I'll tell you. Introduce yourself real quick.
My name is Dave Getzoff. I'm in town from LA.
Okay. Andre Ricks. I came in from Austin, Texas.
Andre Ricks.
Yes,
Yeah. When you're doing the podcast, you never want to talk before because then you don't want to use what you're going to talk about. So it's weird when you're sitting there and I was like, just looking at you, I'm like, and then you don't want to say nothing.
You want to use that
because you want to save it. Yeah. And then that's why I apologize.
That's all good. That's all good.
How you guys doing?
Doing great, man.
Good.
Just got into town last night.
You guys are bigger than me. I don't like it. Because
Actually,
I was like, do I owe somebody money? It came in, and I was like, nah, I think I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm just glad you opened the doors for us
Nah.
so we can get out of the heat.
Yeah, the humidity is kicking.
You guys look like a bad Pulp Fiction cat. Like a good cop, bad cop, good cop.
Yeah. That's mayonnaise fries right there.
You look a little bit like Tracy McGrady.
Tracy, okay.
Has anyone ever told you that before?
I've gotten,
You see it?
Yeah,
You see it, Jimmy?
little
A little bit?
Yeah.
I've gotten, what's the dude from ESPN? Stephen A.
Stephen A.
Smith.
Smith.
Stephen A. Smith. I got Kobe, Tupac.
Okay, I can see
Actually,
that.
kinda,
Tupac from the side.
Tupac.
I get Tupac a lot. It depends on how much I'm eating. When I'm getting chunky, then I get Tiki Barber. Then when I lose weight,
I can see Tiki.
Tiki Barber? Yeah, I can see that.
With get a hat on. I was like, I can't wear a Giants jersey. Fuck that.
Better get those groupies.
Nah, it's not female groupies though. It's like middle aged. It's white guys in Jersey and cops.
Oh, it's not the groupie.
No, not the groupies.
Right.
Women are like, we don't know who you are. We just see everybody else acting funny around.
Speaking of groupies, did you see that Blake Griffin has to cough up 258 million a month?
No, 1,000. Well,
I mean, 1,000.
What pussy is that good? There's no 200.
But still,
Yeah, that's a lot, yeah.
258,000
For a baby or for
child
I
support.
think he's back on it, right? I don't know if this is back pay, though, isn't it?
I
Or
didn't
is it
see that it was
from the
back
get-go?
pay.
Oh, shit.
I didn't see
This is
No,
off the
everybody-
grid. Oh, shit.
a year?
a month.
That's
a month,
bananas.
A month.
That's bananas.
A month.
That's bananas. That's no.
Like, who has that
No,
type
yeah.
of money?
No. Who has that type of pussy?
Blake Griffin.
Like
I
what
don't think-
vagina
I don't
is that good? That
Right.
God damn.
But the kids
It
are
probably wasn't even that good.
right.
She probably just laid there. He's probably regretting that part. He was like, damn.
But the kids are only like the kids are toddlers. So if he has to do that till he's 8, till the kid is 18 years old, like
they're gonna break him.
that you need to have like Diddy money,
Yeah.
Jay-Z
Yeah.
money,
Yeah.
like Beyonce money.
Yeah, that
To-
NBA money doesn't.
That's
doesn't
not
stretch.
I mean, right now he's
like
good.
that.
Yeah, right now.
Right now he's good. I mean, if you add it up, that's only like $3 billion a year. His,
For 18
his
years.
contract's
though?
he's probably getting 10.
And he's
12,
got
How many
other-
more years does he have left?
maybe 7,
5 to 7 maybe.
maybe 7.
God damn.
But I think they adjust it too as well. Once you, it's
Get out.
based on your income.
Right.
It's based on your. So if
Right.
he ain't making nothing,
Right. And I know he also has multiple streams of income,
Yeah.
So listen,
yeah.
look,
endorsements
they go
and
tax
so
his
forth.
ass for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But,
They go
still,
tax
258. I'd be, you gotta watch, you gotta watch your pockets.
Yeah.
Like you can't just.
I don't understand
paternity
if
test.
you get that face, right? You should hire a person, preferably a fat black lady, just to block women, right?
The gold diggers.
Yeah, you just need like a mom, grandmom,
Right.
just like, baby, get out of here. Like,
And-
no,
She also has a kid with Matt Leinart,
that's crazy.
the former USC
Oh,
quarterback.
she's getting checks.
So yeah,
She's smart. She's
yeah,
a businesswoman.
yeah,
Yeah, she's smart about
She knew
it.
exactly what she was doing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What's up, Doug? Hi. How long you here for?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
You rocking out? Yeah.
I got one show booked at Father Knows Best on the 7th.
Okay.
Trying to book some more shows, but I'm telling you,
Go
open
hang,
mic life.
yeah.
Open mic life.
Go hang out in the village,
Yeah.
You know what it is, and meet some people.
This is his
You
first
know some
time in
stuff.
New York.
First time in New
Yeah.
York, man.
So just get out, meet people, go up to Harlem,
Yeah, beautiful girl.
go up to get into Brooklyn.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good shows in Brooklyn.
I'm staying in Brooklyn.
Yep.
I'm staying in Brooklyn.
How long are you here for?
I'm here till Tuesday.
Nice.
So,
Turn some music
I'm doing the V spot tonight.
Yep.
Doing
Who show is that?
Thursday show at 9.
Is that Alex's show or is that somebody else's
It's
show?
forgive me, I forget. Trent starts with a T. Alex Carbano hooked me up with it.
Alex Carbano, yep. That's his restaurant. Cool.
Right, so I'm doing that tonight. I'm doing the 5-spot soul food with Freddie Sheffield Friday. Sunday, I'm doing Grizzly.
You got shows. You got
shows. So Sunday, I'm doing Grizzly Pear with Kenny Warren at 8, and then I'm doing my man Jamie Roberts show Sunday Night Live at Broadway Comedy Club. Monday, nothing yet, and then Tuesday, I'm doing Todd Monacy's room in Lower East Side. Yeah, and then I'm out Wednesday morning. So
flying out, dropping the mic.
Yeah, go to Chicago. Then off to Chicago. I'm headlining at Heartland Cafe.
Nice.
And then back to LA.
That's that 10-year life right there. You say 10, 12 years now?
10 yesterday was 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years of stand-up.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
What is this where you saw yourself when you started? Is that a...
You mean in New York?
Yeah.
I first started coming out here in 2013, and that was my 5th year of comedy. And I always knew, I had heard the reputation about New York.
Yeah.
And, this is the mecca for stand-up.
Yeah, LA.
I started comedy in LA. I'm originally from Chicago. Okay. Started comedy in LA in 2008. And, but I knew that I had to come through New York, because New York is the mecca for stand-up.
Of course.
And so I knew I had to come through here. And so I was very excited. And my first run, I did 39 spots in 12 days, because I had motivation to show who, this is what I've heard about New York. And it's like, all right, I'm going to show you who Dave Getzoff is. Yeah. And so, I had a great run, and then I've been coming out here every year since. And I love New York. I love the people, and the shows are great out here, and the comedy community has been great to me.
What kind? This is your first time? Right? How long have you been doing comedy?
I'm probably about 2 years.
2 years.
2 years tough. Yeah.
Cool. That's a good spot.
2 years tough.
And you started in.
The first place I did it was in Denver. I think that place closed down.
Okay.
But
I don't see places in Denver staying around too. I'm just kidding.
I can't remember. No, Denver's got a good comedy scene.
Really?
Yeah, it's a place to be. There's a lot of good places to go out there. But I get most of my stage time in Austin, Texas.
Okay.
So that's where I'm at most of the time, and that's where I'm working on the craft at. And New York, like I said, this is. If you do comedy, you got to come see New York.
You got to come to New York.
You got to come to New York. I went to LA in February. I didn't do any mics, but I went to watch it and see how the scene looks. Went to the Comedy Store, but if you do comedy, you got to do New York. You got to check it out. So
this is where you farm it. This is where you farm it. Everywhere else is where you sell it, but this is where you
New
farm
York. I finally realized, to me, what the New York City scene is all about is it's a gym.
Yeah.
It's a gym.
Absolutely.
And I always come back every year stronger after a New York run. Something gets better. A joke will get tighter. You know what I'm saying? So I always benefit.
Yeah. Right now I'm worried because I did a set yesterday at I can't even remember the name of that place. It was just an impromptu go to this open mic on my first night here. But
in New York?
It was in Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn, okay.
In Brooklyn. But it's kind of the same crowd that's in Austin. It's like the young, gentrifying crowd. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing the same jokes in front of the same people. It feels like. So hopefully in the next 2 weeks I get to those crowds that are a little more, not hostile, but a little more discerning, a little more. They make you work for it.
Absolutely. Different rooms.
So right now I'm worried, but we'll see how it goes.
Nah, don't worry.
No.
I'm just saying, as far as me growing, I don't want to do the same thing in front of the same people.
You know who has some shows like that I think that you want? Hit up Omar Thompson.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll check him out.
Yeah.
Check them out.
Your voice is so calm. Is that the same voice you arguing? like, bitch, I said put it in the microwave. Like I feel like you don't yell. Like,
well, and also I'm a little bit dehydrated from this heat.
That's that LA. You just calm. You don't. You don't arguing.
Yeah,
it's like don't make me raise my hand.
I'm a peaceful dude.
Like it's just one level.
Yeah.
Until we got to get this strap. What do you struggle with?
What am I struggling?
Yeah, what do you wake up to like, fuck?
What
today.
What you mean?
Like,
today was just fucking traveling. Had to get the fuck around the city.
Yeah.
I done caught the wrong subway going the wrong. I ended up on the other side of the damn.
Learned the subway.
Yeah.
I done crossed some river I didn't even mean to cross. I don't even know the
name of that. Jersey?
Nah, we went to man, I don't even know, but I saw a river and I was like, we ain't supposed to be crossing the water. We ain't supposed to be doing the water right now. This is not the water scenario. And so that's right now. It's just
the water scenario.
Right now, it's just getting around on these damn subways, man.
But enjoy getting lost.
Lost like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
The best part of being new in the city, is getting lost.
Exactly.
No, it was cool. I mean, I had plenty of time.
You know what though? New Yorkers are very helpful.
They are.
I think New Yorkers get a bad reputation as being rude and very
super helpful.
I don't know if you got single or not, but that's the best way to pick up women if you're in the city.
Right.
You find the hottest one and be like, yo, I don't really know how to get around.
Right.
I ain't from here.
Right. That's a good pitch.
Don't tell her the hood you're from. Tell her the nice place you're from. Tell her I'm from. I always say they love Delaware. I say I'm from Delaware. I don't know because it's safe. They think Delaware is safe as hell. Yeah. Okay. And I was like, even now,
but you look like a safe cat.
Yeah. Do I? Did I win? I've been working on this for a long time, man.
Like a safe cat.
They be running from me like the fucking
nice clean complexion
cat from the WB commercial cartoon. But
Lucian J? Lucian J? You talking about the frog?
The perfume. Fuck is that? No, the skunk was chasing the cat, and he was hopping around, and then she was the wet cat was always running around.
WB
Yes,
I remember that.
That was the one that stood out to me because then eventually she got wet and she came to him and he stopped chasing her.
Right.
It was like that was like the epitome of all my relationships. She stopped chasing.
Right.
You know, like he chased her so bad, and she tried to smell good for her because she was like, "No, you stupid skunk."
You're not talking about the Looney Tunes skunk.
Nah, it wasn't Looney Tunes. It's WB. Warner Brothers, right?
Warner Brothers. Yeah, you talking about Pepe Le Pew?
Pepe Le Pew, yes.
Yeah, that's the Looney Tunes.
Is that Looney Tunes?
I think so.
Yeah.
I was thinking Tiny Tunes. Tiny Tunes.
Tiny Tunes.
Looney Tunes. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah, Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah. He had game.
Yeah. He got her every time. He got her at the end. She could run all she wanted.
Yeah, sometimes he got too aggressive though, and that's why she had to slip away.
Yeah. She was like, "Oh!" When she got wet, he was like,
"He got his kisses."
It's funny how when you don't care about something, it comes to you.
That was the point.
And that's a universal law.
Yeah.
Yep.
Set it free, and if it comes back,
it's
meant to be.
Yeah. Good job. What are you struggling with?
What am I struggling with? Just more self-discipline and better execution. You know, just getting money. And I used to teach full time, and I don't teach anymore. I left.
Has it been a year since you've been here?
Well, it has been a year. It's been a year. I still substitute teach, but I don't teach full time anymore.
Okay.
So I made that transition about 2 years ago.
To do comedy.
Well, I've always been doing comedy, but what I'm saying is I left full-time teaching, and I did that for 14 years.
Gotcha.
So I left that, and now I do Postmates, and I do substitute teaching, and that's how I get my bread.
Yeah.
And so I'm just trying to master my system of balancing subbing, Postmates, and comedy, and then also trying to work out too.
Yeah.
So just trying to balance everything, and
that's where you get that patience from the teacher.
You're broken. You probably went there hard as hell.
Well, I left on a stress leave.
Yeah.
I left on a stress.
I got two stress.
Broke you?
I was teaching in South Central, fourth grade, and this was like, I was teaching on Florence and Normandy. That's the same intersection where in '92 when they had the riots, they pulled the trucker Reginald Denny outside the truck and they beat his ass with the cinder block.
Okay.
Like that's where my school was, like right across the street.
That's the history.
I was like, that's where it went down. But I had been just burned. I was ready to leave years ago, but I didn't know how. And so I always thought some type of lucrative opportunity with comedy was going to pull me out. But it just didn't happen that way. And I just went until I just mentally, physically, and emotionally couldn't do it anymore. And I ended up leaving when they were at morning recess. I had a confrontation.
One of the kids.
I had a confrontation with the assistant principal. And then, man, I was like, man, I can't do this anymore.
So it wasn't the kids that broke you. It was
a combination. No, it was a combination of everything.
Really?
It was a combination of everything. That class that I had was it was fourth graders, and it was a crazy ass class, and it turned out to work for the best. It was a blessing in disguise.
You have the dead eyes of a war vet.
I'm telling you, man.
You like the shit you can't talk about?
Because also, like I've been working. I taught for 14 years, but I've been working with kids since I was 15, and I'm 39 years old. Yeah. So that's all those years straight. Yeah. And that's summer camp counselor, mentor, tutor, coaching basketball,
kids will whoop your ass.
doing all that.
Take it at you.
But it wasn't so much that, it was just because there's no stress in subbing. It was more so like the stress and the pressure of teaching full time. Mm-hmm. So that combined with being in South Central, combined with I don't want to do this shit anymore. So
that's where it comes out.
Yeah. So that all of that was like, that got me out.
Yeah. Good shit. What do you do? What are you doing in Austin?
Right now I drive the city bus 3 days a week.
Nice.
And it's cool. I get a lot of material from that shit.
Austin is a big city, isn't it?
It's getting bigger, a whole lot bigger. It's we're probably about a million strong, like in the surrounding areas. But it's growing like a lot. It's growing.
Texas? Yeah. Never been to Texas.
Never been to Texas?
Nah.
You from New York,
I'm
Jimmy?
from New York.
What borough are you from? Bronx.
Yeah.
Okay.
From the Bronx.
It's another life. It's another life out there.
It's the Bronx. I left the Bronx years ago. I left the Bronx in like '92.
Okay.
And it's still the same. It didn't change a bit. They moved a Starbucks closer to it, but yeah, still
coming in.
No, it still ain't coming in. Yeah. No, they're trying. They're sending like dubs in to see if it's safe.
I saw a hilarious post on Instagram where it showed a dude like hopping over the train turn. Like you go through the turnstile, but like the high one, he was like, it showed him like
the cage,
right? It showed him like hopping over it, and like his pants are falling down, and he's just like this, like the shit has got to be several feet high, and he's hopping over it, and then the caption said typical Bronx shit.
Yeah, absolutely. They're wolves, man.
Yeah,
I still got family there. They're come on in, come hang out. You're more than welcome. This is the podcast before the mic, and I don't understand. Everywhere else gave up,
right?
Harlem is
right.
Yeah, they got Harlem early. I remember when they got there was this big drug bust. I used to live in Harlem in late '80s. Okay. And I used to go to school. The guys used to just give us money for school, and they were cool dudes. One day he came home, they were like bus loads of people. They were just taking them all out, like New Jack City.
Wow.
And just put them all out and took them away.
Wow.
So I'm staying in Brooklyn, and I did that mic like I told you yesterday, and we were standing on the corner, and you could just see the gentrification happening. Like I'm with a group of white girls, and then they look like New Yorkers walking by. It's like, this. They looking like this ain't supposed to be happening. But white people looking like, well,
Oh
we
no,
taking over that
it's
shit.
happening. It's
We're
happening.
taking that shit over.
When you
This
see hood dudes going to yoga class, it's over. It's
Hey, in the coffee shop,
I got friends doing hot yoga, and I'm like, all right.
Let me get a macchiato. You say what? Yeah, macchiato.
Maybe we have to explain the difference between grande and venti and Starbucks. We'd be like, what? What's small, medium, large at?
Yeah,
right.
And then now it's done. It's
Right.
done.
Yeah, you can see it. That's happening in Austin too. Austin is it's not quite as prolific with like the black community, but there used to be a lot more black people in Austin.
Yeah.
And they moved from the west side to the east side, now from the east side to out of town.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening. It's similar. It's similar.
They did another way they got people out is they did a raffle to get people to move to the Poconos. Yeah, the Poconos. Right, Poconos is like upstate Pennsylvania, I believe. Pocono, right? It's like little mountains. They were like, yeah, move to the Poconos. It's beautiful. It's like cheap, affordable housing.
They pay for them to go out?
They just it was supposed to be super cheap, but nobody knows what happened to those people. Like just like now, nobody knows what happened to the people who left. They just knew you got them out. They could be like soil and green. I don't know what happened to them. I got a friend who says his parents live in the Poconos. I was like, all right, but
From the Bronx.
yeah, I'm from the Bronx. So my parents, they just got rid of me. They didn't move. Yeah.
It's interesting. Coming from Texas, it's interesting watching. Y'all are so on top of each other. Like in Texas, we got space there.
Oh yeah, you got yards, you got grass.
And New Yorkers are very, very territorial.
Yeah,
I learned that my first trip out here.
It's wild to see.
Yeah,
it's a trip.
Like like Bronx and Brooklyn, like that's two different worlds.
Absolutely. Yeah. I could still barely go to open mics in Brooklyn. Like we didn't go to Brooklyn. Like everybody's like, yeah, go to all these mics. I was like, I'm probably never gonna. Still in my head, it was like, and I'm older. I've been out of the Bronx for years, but still, it was like, don't go to Brooklyn. You don't go to Brooklyn.
Right. Wow. I was playing basketball with a dude in Queens, and my friend and I, and we both grew up in Chicago together. And we were like, so, you from here? You from around here? He was like, nah, man. And he's like, I'm from Brooklyn. It's just. Like, no, you from New York, though. Like,
that's the thing.
No, it's a different world.
To me, the boroughs just feel like suburbs. It's like, that's how it is in Texas. It's a suburb. Brooklyn ain't nothing but a suburb of New York. You in New York? All y'all from New York. That's how I feel. But y'all feel different. I know y'all feel different.
Well, now it doesn't matter. 20, 30, 20, no, I'm not saying numbers, but years ago, you go to Brooklyn and say that. It's like the suburb. And,
I'm not saying
beautiful.
I'm not saying suburb like it's built up. I'm just saying it's like everybody's from New York and y'all all from.
Oh yeah, if you took the people out of it, yeah.
It's weird coming from the south.
Yeah,
it's not the same.
No. It was like Delaware's like that. It's flat and rural.
Yeah,
but there's hood sections.
Yeah, But once you cross over to the next city, it's like you got Delaware. I don't know how Delaware.
It's like Delaware, Wilmington.
Wilmington's a suburb of Delaware. Like, that's how I think of the boroughs, but y'all don't think of it like that.
Nah,
it's not the same.
It's a different world.
Yeah,
and a lot of people, like I still have family in the Bronx that won't leave. They was like, if you just go to Jersey, it's cheaper. It's like, we're never leaving. We're dying here. Like they won't go.
I got family in Detroit like that.
Yeah,
won't never leave Detroit.
Never
leave. How bad
and I get it because unless comedy takes me out of the country, I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah,
like, I don't know how they treat black people there, so I'm like, nah.
Yeah, I
know how they treat black people here. And if it's and this is the top. This is where everybody wants to go, right? So how shitty do they treat black people? Unless we go to exactly.
I'm not interested at all in moving up here. Like I like it in the summertime when
it's gonna get you. It's gonna get you.
I mean, it's cool.
But by the end of your 2 weeks, you'll be like, I need to be in New York.
I can't say that. I love the country. I like the peace.
Yeah.
I don't like turning the corner and there's 35,000 motherfuckers walking across the street. Like I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit at all.
Because I was raised in Florida for like up to like 5 or 6, so I have that like kind of country, base. You know, I remember that. I remember swimming in pools.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can swim.
Yeah, y'all ain't got no parks. Y'all's parks are scarce in this motherfucker. I don't see no parks.
Yeah, I mean, we have plots of grass.
Y'all got sectioned off parks.
Yeah,
y'all got government sanctioned.
There's like
y'all
4
got government
squares,
sanctioned parks.
like street squares of grass. That's a park.
Yeah, no, that's not.
But you know what? I think that makes. I was talking with a buddy of mine, Sal, who used to have a room, Sal's Comedy Hall here in New York, but he's out in L.A. and he's a native New Yorker, and he and I were talking, and he said he feels that. And I thought this is an interesting point. New Yorkers have better communication skills because you're forced. You're forced to talk to each other. You're forced to interact with each other.
Yeah.
And in Los Angeles, we all drive in our cars. Like you can go without dealing with anybody.
You can be very passive aggressive because you don't have to actually confront nobody.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You can cuss them out from with the windows rolled up in your in your car
in your little bubble.
Yeah.
We communicate, but we still can't speak. So, right?
I saw that. I saw that when I was walking here.
We're like, hey, move the fuck out of the way.
Yeah.
But you can't hold
I thought
it's gonna be communication. It's just not gonna be intelligent.
Yeah. I was looking for like a dude in the truck and a dude in the car, and I was looking for like where the damage on the car was, like where was the accident.
Mm-hmm. No, it's just
yelling.
No.
Like they were just exchanging pleasantries. That's all that was.
That's funny. What the hell did I read? That's not important now anymore. Are you on social media?
Yes.
Yeah. You do?
At Dave Getzoff. Getzoff.
On everything?
On everything.
Website?
DaveGetzoff.com.
Nice. Do you sell anything on your website?
Website is right now. I have the domain name. I'm getting that together. So
you trying to buy that? You trying to buy that domain name?
I bought the domain.
You already bought it.
I'm just getting the website together.
Yeah. Go to Weebly. I need to get a Weebly sponsor because I say this way too much.
Shout out to Weebly.
It's like
Shout out to Weebly.
Just get it. It's a free website. But then you can build it slowly at a time.
Right.
You know, just add like little things.
I'm not very tech savvy.
You don't have to be.
So I'm just going
to. It's just like doing pages. And then when you're ready to flip it to a major one, you can get somebody to do it, flip it, and then. But as long as you have something out there that people can see,
right?
You know, because that's your story,
right?
You know?
Right.
And you just have your video that you can send, so you don't have to send video to 50 people.
Yeah.
You know, just go to my website.
Right.
You know, and they have a page for that where you can put your YouTube page, you can put your all your stuff.
Right.
And I try to tell comedians, right, Willie? Yeah. Okay. What you got?
Facebook. It's Andre Ricks, and it's 2 of us. My cousin. You're going to know the difference immediately. My cousin is balling out. He's in the Bentley and shit. That's not me. I'm the one taking the pictures in the bathroom with the motherfucking...
You got the same name?
Yeah, we got the same name. Same name. His mom and my stepmom have the same name, too. It's ridiculous.
That's me and my brother. Me and my brother have the same name.
Yeah.
He's the gay one. So
he's
Rondé.
He's Rondé,
like Tiki,
He's Rondé, Bo.
Yeah, he's definitely Rondé.
Tiki Bo, Rondé.
Yeah, that fits.
Yeah.
So I got.
Huh? Yeah, I gave it to him. I gave it to him. I was like, you can have it.
On Instagram, it's Dre Ricks 87.
Instagram?
On Instagram.
Twitter?
I don't fuck with Twitter.
Pinterest?
I don't fuck with that.
Don't you start. Pinterest the shit. I kill it on Pinterest. Website?
I don't have a website.
Website?
Nah. If you catch me on Facebook and Instagram, that's all you need.
YouTube?
I got a couple videos on YouTube.
YouTube?
Andre Ricks.
Are you YouTuber yet?
Dave Getzoff.
There it is. Yeah. Cool. What'd you say?
I said Dave Getzoff. I just keep thinking like you must have gotten made fun of so much.
I did.
That's a tough name. That's a tough name.
That's why that voice is so.
But the easy comeback. No, but the easy comeback. The easy comeback is Dave Getzoff on your mom. That's the easy comeback.
I've heard every hack Dave Getzoff joke there is.
But what kind of comebacks you got though?
I let my comedy speak for itself.
But I'm saying when you was a kid though, you ain't had no comeback. Dave Getzoff on your mom.
That's easy.
That's easy.
I just kind of took it. My dad is a
That
lawyer.
is a species lawyer name, isn't it?
Dave Getzoff. Damn. God damn.
Cool. Give it up for them. Thank you
Thank you,
guys.
man.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
Cool. It's another episode of the People's Mic. You can find it wherever you find podcasts. Blog Talk Radio. We should be on Spotify within the week. And iHeartRadio, and this is YouTube. We're live on YouTube every day 2:15, followed by the podcast, open mic every day at 3 o'clock. And am I missing something? You can find us on Alexa. You can go to Alexa. Can I stop saying Alexa? No. You can go to Alexa and say, hey, can I listen to episode 167? 167, and you can hear it. Cool?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yep.